Hi friends from my home in Brisbane, Australia. Rebecca T is a young Nepalese woman who was involved in a training program a number of years ago that I was part of the teaching team for. She's a great young woman and with a huge amount of integrity and a lot of vision. I've been talking to her for the last few months. She's wanting to go to Korea to do a training program there. She'd do 6 months of language development first, and that would be then followed by her going to the Jeju University, one of Korea's top 10. And there she wants to study child psychology and child education. She does have a background as a teacher in a high school. But she wants this cross-cultural experience, and she wants the language development and the sort of qualification she could come out of a university like that with, because she wants to go back to Nepal and contribute there. She has a particular vision for marginalised children, underprivileged children, and that's ultimately where she wants to go back and plug into. Bringing that cross-cultural experience and that kind of qualification into that sort of situation, for me, is a really major thing. And not only that, I think the empowerment of a young woman like this from a country like Nepal, particularly the country that's been in real difficulties in recent years with earthquakes and so on, I think that's an incredibly significant thing to contribute to and for her to want to do. Now, she's willing to go to get a loan to be able to do this, or she probably couldn't get a loan for the whole amount. But the amount that I put up here covers the whole cost. From my perspective, it's really important that she could go and do this, come back and contribute in the way she does, without actually having to go into debt. From my perspective, this doesn't seem like a huge amount, and I think it's a great investment, one I've certainly invested into myself, and I encourage you to invest in it as well, because you'll be investing into a young woman, the empowerment of that young woman, and ultimately into kids and families in a country like Nepal who really need that. We do need some people in these situations, national people, who've had overseas experience. I think Rebecca is a great candidate for this, and I just really encourage you to get behind her, put in whatever you can, and let's see if we can get her to Korea and back to Nepal, and serving families and children in the sort of way she wants to. She's a lady with great integrity. I've checked out the story very carefully. I've checked out the connections in Korea as well, and I'm absolutely confident of this. So on the basis of that, I'd ask you as my friends to somehow get behind Rebecca. Let's see what we can do for her.